Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Year of the Batman. Today we're going over the episodes Hot Off the Griddle and The Cat and the Fiddle. So, obviously, you can guess by the title, it is going to be a Catwoman episode. Julie Newmar is returning as Catwoman, so I guess her back injury's back. I mean, it got better. Which I think I do like her more than the Merryweather girl. Don't get me wrong, she was good, but I think Newmar is a smidge better. And my word, she's just so fine. My gosh, she's just so damn good looking. I did forget to mention when I was reviewing the Batman movie that just like I suspected, they did not address Catwoman dying at all. Because in the episode before the movie, she falls down like this bottomless pit, uh, and they just assume she dies, and it doesn't say anything about it. Doesn't like say it happened or how she survived or whatnot. So I am genuinely led to believe that she is somehow a cat and she spent one of her lives. But so this episode starts off with a bunch of petty crimes are being committed, but they're cat related, like a cat a log and like mittens, just stuff like that, simple stuff. And it turns out Catwoman, she did it like 12 times with 12 different henchmen because she's like narrowing it down to try and get like the best of the best for a bigger job, which, not gonna lie, that's actually kind of smart of her to do. So I applaud her for that. And Batman and Robin, they're like, all right, we gotta set up some kind of like cat trap for her. So they call this one slimy gossip guy to put an article in the newspaper that there's like this priceless canary that's on set or on display in like the Gotham Museum or whatever. So the slimy guy, he's like, oh yeah, sure, sure, and immediately he like calls Catwoman and tells him what's going on. So she's like, hey, or he's like, hey, just letting you know, Batman, he's setting a trap for you. So it goes to the night of, and Catwoman obviously uh, intercepts Batman's trap, and like everything goes haywire, and they try and throw Batman and Robin off of like a 12-story building, but thankfully they installed nets because they thought just in case Catwoman would try to escape. So Batman and Robin are in the nets, and they're obviously gone by then. Um, and then he's like, "Man, we gotta find some way to figure out where her hiding thing is." And thankfully, somehow the cops did something right during the escape. One of the cops actually caught a Catwoman like a henchman. God only knows how, but they got him. So he's like, "Hey, dude, where?" Batman's like, "Hey, where's your hideout at?" And it is kind of funny. The guy's like, "I'll never talk. You can hit me, kick me, pinch me, twist me, anything, and I'll never talk." And then I swear, like, Chief O'Hara, he like raises his hand to backhand him, and he looked so angry, like he was actually gonna hit this poor man. And he's like, "All right," and he's like, "This place is like, it's obviously like cat related. I hear music going above me, and it sounds like there's a nightclub above me." And it flash forwards to like the next day, and Aunt Harriet, she's listening to some music, and she's doing the cat to say, like the bat to say, but cat related. And Robin comes in and he like shuts that down immediately because the music's bad to him. He's like, "All right, Aunt Harriet, I can get behind a lot of stuff, but this is utter shit what you're listening to." So they figure out that that's the place where Catwoman is like has her hideout because it was like a cat related nightclub, which I don't know why that wouldn't be the first guess. So Batman and Robin, they go there and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna get Catwoman and surprise her." And they're like sitting at a table, and the table turns completely around to this like empty room, and there's like a little hole that's like made of glass, and Catwoman's talking to him and is like, "Hey, hey, Batman, guess what? I'm gonna cook you." And the floor below them gets like so hot. She drops some eggs down there, and they like instantly start to fry. So it's like really really hot in there. And Robin's like, "Hey, look, there's a pipe. We can get water on this heat to cool it off," which is fine and all, but like that was the pipe that like was it was like knockout gas. And this is the part that Rick really found weird. So like that's the out. Like they're knocked out on like a floor that is so hot it instantly fried an egg. I'm like, just leave them there, Catwoman. You won. You freaking won. And the next scene, uh, they're like hooked up outside on this like grill, and they bring two giant like this big magnifying glasses to cook them. And I'm just thinking, Catwoman, they were knocked out in a floor that was so hot it instantly cooked an egg. Leave them there. So I guess she wants to burn them with the magnifying glass. Thankfully, though, so they escape. Well, obviously they escape, but like Catwoman and the henchmen, they leave them to die. And at the time when they were being cooked, there was an eclipse, which they did state earlier in the episode, so I didn't mind that at all. And then it was like super hot when the sun was out and the eclipse hits, and then Batman told Robin to like move his magnifying glass like 14 degrees so it like hit right on the part where they were like hooked up because they were like, you know, clammed, and then on the feet and on the belt. So they got both of their hands free, and then that's how they got out of it. And then, obviously that was the end of the last episode, the beginning of the first episode. It's like, oh, well, Batman and Robin escape. Well, that's how. So before that, Catwoman mentions something about Mount Gotham, and they deduce that she's talking about the Gotham State Building, which is like the highest man-made point in Gotham. And there's a deal going on between two millionaires with some like priceless violins that have like little cat sketches on them. Uh, so there's like one woman, she's paying for the violins, and then the guy, he has the violins. And Catwoman, she finds the woman, and she like takes her clothes and impersonates her, and obviously does the thing where they keep the same actor and they don't change the voice at all. You just assume it's them, and you're like, wow, that is the world's greatest costume. So Catwoman dressed up as the lady. She's given like the $500,000 to pay for the cats, and I'm like, Catwoman, you have $500,000. Just go, just run for the hills. So the deal takes place at the top of the Gotham building because like the cases haven't been opened in 30 years, and they don't want like the change in humidity to like upset them, which makes sense. How they phrased it in the show makes more sense than how I'm explaining it. So Catwoman, still dressed up, meets the one guy, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take the money and the violins now." But the guy turns out to be Robin in disguise, and so her henchmen show up, and Batman shows up, and a big fight ensues. And it is kind of fun though. They have this like escape rocket because they're like way up high, like way up. It's like 112 stories or something, and they have this like four-seater rocket that they're gonna escape on. And the prop department, they just have so fun with their props. It's like the spinning table that goes into the room, the magnifying glasses that were like this big, the giant like rideable rocket. They just have fun, and I like that. So big fight ensues. Obviously, Batman and Robin win, and Catwoman's captured. Yada yada. So yeah, that's pretty much the story of it all. Nothing too crazy. It is kind of funny though at the end. Um, Catwoman, she asks to like get in closer to Batman, and you think she's gonna like kiss him on the cheek or something, and she's just like, and then I guess that was like somehow sexual, and Commissioner Gordon's like, "Why, Batman? Are you blushing?" And he's like, "No, it's just hot in here, very very unseasonable for Gotham." And I do like it when Batman's more so humanized. Like he can be so overly serious. It's fun to just humanize him, and like characters like kind of getting at him and like teasing him. Oh, yeah, Batman likes Catwoman. It's fun. I like that stuff. But the episode overall, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was just right down the middle, so I probably had to rate this a 4 out of 7. Um, I like the pirate episode with Catwoman a little better, I think. But yeah, I think that'll do it for me. So bye.